The costly consequences of avoiding ISF penalties. Welcome back to our Customs Brokerage series, where we dive into important topics related to international trade and customs regulations. In today's episode, we will discuss the implications of avoiding importer security filing, ISF penalties. So, let's get started. First, let's quickly recap what importer security filing, ISF, is. When importing goods into the United States, ISF requires importers to submit specific information about their shipments to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, before the goods are loaded onto a vessel bound for the U.S. This information is crucial for CBP to assess potential security risks and ensure the safety of the supply chain. Now, let's talk about the potential implications of avoiding ISF penalties. Failing to comply with ISF requirements can result in severe consequences for importers. The penalties imposed can be both financial and operational, affecting not only the importer but also their business partners and the overall supply chain. When it comes to financial penalties, importers may face significant fines for non-compliance with ISF requirements. These fines can range from a few $1,000s to tens of thousands, depending on the severity and frequency of the violations. Such penalties can have a substantial impact on an importer's bottom line, effectively increasing the cost of doing business. Aside from financial implications, avoiding ISF penalties can also lead to operational disruptions. CBP has the authority to place holds on shipments until the ISF requirements are fulfilled. As a result, importers may experience delays in the clearance process, leading to increased storage costs, missed delivery deadlines, and unhappy customers. Furthermore, avoiding ISF penalties can harm an importer's reputation within the industry. Customs and Border Protection maintains a record of non-compliant importers, which can be accessed by other federal agencies and even foreign governments. This can erode trust among business partners, making it harder to establish fruitful relationships in the future. Non-compliant importers are more likely to attract additional scrutiny from CBP. This means that their shipments may undergo more thorough inspections, resulting in further delays and increased operational costs. Importers who consistently avoid their ISF obligations may even face heightened scrutiny on all their future imports, including increased audits and examinations. Best practices to avoid penalties. So, how can importers ensure they avoid ISF penalties and the associated implications? Here are a few best practices to keep in mind. Be aware of ISF requirements. Stay informed about the ISF regulations and their specifics to know what information needs to be submitted and when. Working with a reputable customs broker can help ensure accurate and timely submission of the ISF form, reducing the risk of penalties. Implement proper record keeping. Maintain meticulous records of all transactions, shipping documents, and communication with your customs broker for future reference and audit purposes. Regularly review your ISF compliance procedures and make any necessary adjustments to ensure ongoing adherence to regulations. By following these best practices, importers can minimize the risk of ISF penalties and maintain a smooth and efficient supply chain. That brings us to the end of today's episode on the implications of avoiding ISF penalties. We hope you found this information valuable and insightful. Be sure to stay tuned for our upcoming videos, where we'll continue to explore various aspects of customs brokerage and international trade. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.